My mama was a nice, good-looking lady when she was a young one. She was a good-looking girl, except she had one little problem, and this is what it was. Mama had some kind of old thing hanging off here. What do they call that thing? Some kind of a tag. Yeah, I remember what it is. It's a skin tag. You know, it looks like a big old pimple made out of the flesh of your body. Yeah. And it hang off by some kind of a little stalk or something like that. But she was embarrassed all the time. And some of the old kids in school be making fun of my mama. And that wasn't nice. And sometimes the kids can be mean. And it really hurt my mama's feelings. So my grandpapa, he noticed that this was a bothering mama. And mama's name was Eva May. And he said, you come with me. Come out here to your old barn. And you come over here and sit in this stall. Behind this old horse. On this old stool right here. And I'm going to fix your problem. She said, what you going to do, Grandpa? He said, I am going to go over here to this horse with these old scissors. And I'm going to cut a piece of that horse whole tail off. What are you going to do that for? Because I'm going to show you. So he sat her down there, and he took the old horse tail hair, and he tied a knot and tied it, because it was right here. And he tied a knot under there and pulled it tight, because the horse tail is a strong thing. They make old fiddler's bows out of that old horse hair. And he pulled that knot tight, and he did another double knot on it, an old square knot or something like that. He was a good knot tier. And he squeezed it tight. Now he said, I'm going to cut this off right here, and you wait and see what happens. Okay. She said, okay. So when she went to school, the kid said, what is that? She said, well, my grandpapa is going to fix this whole thing and make it go away. They said, I ain't never heard nothing like that. She said, well, you just wait and see. So after a day or two, this thing right here, the old skin tag, guess what it did? It started to turn a color. Yep, it started turning a dark color, and it finally turned black, and it started getting kind of hard like. And one day, guess what happened? The thing fell plumb off, and she was happy as can be. Well, what my grandpapa didn't know, Cletus, was that his brother Homer, because he lived over on the other side of the mountain, had a daughter. And that daughter's name was Rhea May. Rhea May. And she was a good-looking daughter, but she had a whole bunch of them things all around over her lips, and it was a terrible thing. And Rhea May, whenever she'd go to eating, when she got older, some of that good old corn on the cob that we growed up in the old garden up in there, she'd get all plumb bloody. Yeah, she just put that old corn on that cob up in here and start chomping away. She was a little bit heavy, and she did eat right much food, too much, and she was embarrassed. And when she at school, them kids really wondered, what is the matter with that girl? And so my grandpapa, when they was visiting one time, I think some kind of family gathering, I think it was a hog picking. A pig picking. They was going to cook old hog in the ground. Make a big fire. He said, Rhea May, I didn't know you had all that problem up in here. Them kids at that school picking on you? He said, I can help you. If you don't believe me, ask your old aunt. She'll tell you. So she went to my mama and said, what old grandpa do for you? And mama said, he fixed one of them old skin tags for me a long time ago, and he can help you. So he took her back in the old barn and sat her behind the old horse over there, mule, whatever it was, and he started cutting them hairs, and he started tying off them things. And she looked funny, like she had pigtails all around her mouth. And they used to have to hide her. She was so embarrassed, when company come, she would eat that old corn on the cob. She'd have to go in the other room and eat it, because she didn't want nobody seeing that old bloody mouth. So old Grandpa tied all them knots around them old skin tags, And what do you think happened? Well, the kids made fun of her for a couple of days, but after about a week or so, they all turned black, and sure enough, just like old my mama said, Rhea May, they gonna come off. And they did. And that's a good story. And I'm telling you, she was looking a lot better than most Yankees. Even if she had skin tags, she looked a lot better than a Yankee that didn't have no skin tag. But I think it's a good thing if you got one of those. But if you don't have a horsetail, you can get some that kind of stuff you get all that gunk out of your teeth. What they call that stuff? What is that? Some kind of ropey, knotted up kind of old stringy floss. That's what it is. You go get yourself some floss and you ties it around that old skin tag. I don't care where it be, and it's gonna kill it. It's gonna come off, and you're gonna be better and happier and better looking. And maybe them kids won't be making fun of you, and you won't have to look in the mirror and feel so bad about what you look like. And Rhea May was happy. My mama was happy. Everybody was happy. That's all.